Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum,
And I'm Sam.
and today we're having Aberfeldy 12.
Alrighty, so right into it. Aberfeldy 12. Scotch. That is not budget blend, but it's still
Scotch.
quite cheap.
It's still quite
Because
cheap. I
we've
paid
been doing
$90 for this.
90.
I think I got overcharged, but
85 is the general
Yeah.
price. I thought it was a bit cheaper. Either way, that's not like
It's not
insane for a
it's not
12-year-old
excessive.
single malt. Decent. It's not bad.
Here in Australia, at least.
Here in Australia, yeah, definitely. So basically, Aberfeldy 12, you got it for 90. You can get it for cheaper, but not a lot cheaper. This is a very well-renowned Scotch from Highland malt, single malt, 40%.
Yep.
And their claim to fame, like they're owned by Diageo, and they were one of a few distilleries that kind of got chosen to be revamped in like, I think it's, I don't know, like 2014 or something. Around about then, they Diageo kind of like revamped and gave them a makeover. Kregeliki and what was the other one? I know there was a few of them, but this is one of them. So they're a bit more prominent now. Their claim to fame, for the most part, has been because they are pretty much the majority, the core of what goes into the Dewar's lineup. So as you're going to expect, if you've had Dewar's, it's going to be very, very palatable.
Yeah.
I like the bottle design, the price for a 12-year-old single malt. It's pretty good.
I mean, yeah.
There's really nothing to complain about.
It also smells really nice
Note-wise,
as well. It smells quite friendly, to be honest. It's like very sweet, fruity.
getting like honeycomb.
It's like what? It's like pear almost.
Yeah, it's
It is
definitely
pear. I'd say pear.
it's honey and fruit.
It's like all those white fruits.
Even like apricots and stuff.
Apricot. It's like a fruit bowl of apple, apricot, pear with a bit of honey.
But there's also that like sherry kind of overripe fruit note, some raisins and stuff.
Is this sherry impact? Like, is there any sherry at all? Or
Not
is it,
sure.
No.
Not sure. There
like
might
it's
be
been sherry.
somewhat. What was I going to say? There's no word about chill filtration or color,
Yeah.
which most of the time means that there is chill
It is quite
filtration and
dark.
color.
When you consider Scotland, so.
Yeah, So you normally just assume that there's some of that stuff being used if they don't outright say they're not, because it's like a selling point to say that you don't chill filter and stuff. Like it's on the side of all of Ardbeg stuff. But I mean, we've said like previously, I think in the last episode, we're not like super into the Speyside Highland malt kind of whiskies at the moment. But like if you look at it for what it is, this is a super good, like affordable, like entry level single malt, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, the only
there's
reason
no offensive flavors in this. It doesn't taste cheap or thin.
the reason I don't like the Speyside Highlands is that multi-funk that we normally get.
Yeah.
On this, I don't get that at all, though. This is just
I
sweet
get it.
fruit.
Have you tasted it?
Not yet. I'll taste it.
Taste it. It's there a little bit on the taste. It's just not as prominent. It's more. It's
still nice though.
Yeah. No, it's definitely nice. There's nothing wrong with this. It's What else would I get?
Ooh, I get a bit of ash, almost like a wet ash on the end.
Yeah, it's not smoky, but it's definitely wood. Like it's definitely a wood char. The
That
sweetness,
honey,
sweetness is like shining through, along with a bunch of vanilla as well, and this kind of waxy almond nutty note.
Those fruits kind of die down a bit.
Yeah, the more kind of sweet, but more darker flavors kind of shine through a bit more on the palate.
Yeah.
It's super like
Nutty as well.
balanced though. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like super balanced.
Yeah. What kind of nut is it? Almond? Walnut?
Yeah, that's what I said before. Almond, I reckon,
yeah.
for me, because it's super light. It's just like I don't know, and
It's
it's
like
not
that earthy,
bitter.
that kind
Well,
of,
not that kind of bitterness, and that's not in this. This is like nice and sweet.
yeah.
It is very much like a sweet, honey drizzled cereal. It's like digestive crackers. What are they called here?
Those digestives.
Actually, not Marie biscuits. What are they called? I don't know.
Digestives.
Yeah, they just got there's kind of those digestives, but like it's like sweeter. It's
We're pretty complex over here with their names.
yeah, very complex. Very refined, specific.
A lot of effort went into that one. Yeah, I do get that that graininess as well. Are you getting this weird, almost like a minty toothpaste?
I could be convinced there is. It's not like showing up itself like full on with me, but you say it and I can I can think I'm getting it too. It's not super strong though.
Yeah, mint toothpaste was probably a bad example because that's really strong. But
it's just kind of maybe
like
just
a
like
sweet
the
mint.
smell of just like the smell of mint. Like it's not actually in the drink. It's just more like it's on the table next to you kind of thing.
This is really rich and buttery on the nose.
It's super rich. It's nice and oily. It's the finish is relatively decent. I think for the price, less so here, but as I hear overseas and stuff, you get it for a much better price. But even here, like I think it's very good entry level into age statement single malt Scotch.
Yeah, it's beginner friendly, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely beginner friendly. It's like, you know how you get like blends and they're like very beginner friendly because they're just very easy. There's not much to it, and that's what makes them beginner friendly.
Yeah.
And you can't really enjoy it very much as someone who's like deep into whiskey. Whereas this is like very much beginner friendly because they're very friendly notes. Yeah. But there's enough of them. They're there enough. They're substantial. They're laid enough and cohesive enough to be enjoyed by like whiskey nerds. So like, I think it's a damn good whiskey. It sits there with like Kregelki and stuff like that. It's a bit. That's a bit. Kregelki is a bit more expensive here, so I'd go for the Aberfeldy price wise.
Aberfeldy. I want to try Arkentosian. I reckon,
I've tried it.
I reckon they'd both be around.
Right.
I reckon they're both.
I've only tried one of them, so. But
I was tossing up to buy either the Aberfeldy 12 or Arkentosian Triple Wood, and the Triple Wood was like $110, and I went.
Yeah, I've had some Arkentosian. It wasn't something that blew me away at all. All right.
I've heard good things about this, which I'm pleasantly surprised about, and I see what they're talking about. And then also Arkentosian as well.
Yeah, we'll do that one soon. No, I think this is damn good whiskey, especially for the price. Really good entry level, can still be enjoyed if you're like a whiskey nerd who just feels like something that's not going to put up a fight at all. We have those nights like we're just like, normally we want high proof and Isla, but then we're like, you know what, I can't be bothered. Let's just like sit back and relax with something that's not going to kick us around. This would be fine for that. It's good. I'm getting caramel on the nose now. After all that.
Yes.
And that's more salty kind of caramel note now. But I think we've said enough.
Keeps changing.
These really episodes, nice, it is changing in the glass. I would say leave it there and let it kind of develop and stuff. Maybe even try some water. Alrighty. If you like this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.